have a collect call from. Press 1 to accept charges.
Hey guys, this is the Queen Carter, and you are tuned in to Press One Podcast. And today I have a special guest by the name of HustleMan. How you doing, HustleMan?
We doing fine. What's up, babe? How you doing?
I'm good. So, let us know a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans, Algiers to be exact. I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
For sure.
And where did you grow up, in Algiers?
Yeah, I grew up in Algiers. My mama, she moved all over the West Bank, mainly over the West Bank, but Algiers for sure, where I grew up and I was raised at.
Okay. Did you grow up in a two-parent home?
Yeah, grew up in a two-parent home. So I got about 10, 11, 12. That's when my parents split up.
Okay. So did that affect you? Or?
Oh yeah, it did. I mean, my daddy was like the structure. He was like the disciplinary. Mm-hmm. He did, but once my daddy left, then it's like, man, we could do what we want. Mama was always cool.
Yeah.
She ain't tripping. So it most definitely changed for sure.
How many siblings do you have?
I have on my mama's side. I know for sure what I got on my mama's side. On my daddy's side, that dude does, dog. I got for the ones that I know on my daddy's side. My mama, she got 6 children altogether, so I got 5 siblings. My daddy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 on his side that I know. So yeah, all together is about 10.
How many of y'all grew up in the same home?
Man, I ain't lying. 1, 2, me, my brother. It was always me, my brother, and my sister, Christian. Then Christy would come around sometimes. So it was like 4 of us all together.
Okay. So how was your living lifestyle? Like, did you guys have to struggle, or was it like?
I'm not even gonna get on here and cap. I mean, growing up, my mama, she did everything she could possibly do to keep us like straight. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the help of my daddy. Like, we was good. Mm-hmm. We was good. But when he split up, that's when the real struggle came. But before that, my mama always made sure we was straight. She made sure we had good Christmas. Like, she was always the one, like, she made it happen. With the list she had, she made it happen for sure. My daddy, too, though.
When you said the struggle came, do you mean, like, when your dad moved out, that's when?
Yeah, see, when my dad moved out, my dad and my mama finally decided to split up. You know how that is. Mm-hmm. Now, my mama, she got to hold it down by herself. And when my dad left, he left. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he always was there for us. Mm-hmm. But as far as, everything else, as far as bills, that was my mom's responsibility. So, that was kind of hard on my mom. She lost her job. You did, and it's like she had a lot going on around that time. So she was just facing just that new challenge, and I ain't lying, it kind of brought her to a depression stage. But she got through it. She stood on business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So what age were you in the house? Like, were you the oldest?
Nah. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Like, I'm the youngest with all this going on. Like, I'm my mama baby boy. Everybody else, they older than me. So I'm the youngest, for sure.
So when do you feel like life start declining for you as you being going to school? Like, were you going to school? Did you drop out?
Okay, so when my mom and my dad split, we had a nice little house in Gretna. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, obviously, my mama couldn't keep up with the house, so that's where a lot of stuff changed. You feel what I'm saying? It was hard for us finding a house. Like I said, my mom had lost her job, so, we was living with, sometimes we live with family members. You did. Shouts out to my family members who did help us, who gave us a nice house to live at around that time when we were struggling. But mainly, man, my mama, she's so prideful, bro. We was stuck in hotels.
Yeah.
Before she lay up under somebody else's roof, she rather go get a hotel and make sure we were straight. So, man, we was going to school from hotels, mm-hmm. like catching a bus in front of hotels, getting dropped off in front of hotels. And that kind of made me look at, struggling in a whole different way.
Yeah.
Like, man, I got to help my mom. My mom was struggling.
Yeah.
Type, you feel what I'm saying?
So did that affect you going to school?
I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. The type of person I was always in good spirit no matter what I was going through.
Yeah.
Like, I could be going through some real shit that you wouldn't even know. Like, I take what I'm going through, I take that as, man, I'm about to go real you. I'm a joke on you. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm going through shit, I want you to feel how I feel, but I'm making it in a funny way, though. But I ain't gonna lie, at nighttime when reality hit, coming back to them hotels, it like really like made me like, yeah, think.
Yeah. So when did you start having like trouble with the law? Did you get all the way through high school?
With the law, man, I ain't lying. I've been since we was little boys, me and my brother. We'll do little petty shit like around the neighborhood, steal people lawnmowers. We'll go to the academy, go eat, steal BB guns, like little small little stuff like that. It was nothing serious.
Yeah.
But you know, as I got older, that's when the real problems started happening.
Okay. So were you was getting arrested as a youth though?
Now I only got arrested like 2 times when I was a juvenile, and 2 times, one of them for stealing a bike, a 3-wheeler.
Okay.
And I pull up on the 3-wheeler. I'm telling the police pull up on me. Hey man, the lady just reported a bike you going to jail for, and they put me in like I went to Revolve for a bike. I stole a bike.
Yeah.
But, nah, I never got caught doing no real crime. So when I was young, I really caught my time as an adult.
Okay.
So
how did your mom feel about that though? Like
around that time, my mama it was petty, but she got on me.
Yeah.
Cause she said, "Come on, dude, you ain't got that to do, dude." Mm-hmm. I mean, my mom went off on the police out there. Out of all these bikes in the neighborhood, them the boys be out bringing all type of bikes. So it was like it wasn't no serious crime, but she let me know that it's still you. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, look what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So did you graduate high school?
No, I didn't graduate high school. On my senior year, I had went to jail. I got incarcerated, and I didn't get out until like 4.5 years after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's speak on that. How did that happen?
I ain't gonna get into too much details, but I'm gonna keep it brief. I had a shootout in front of my high school, right, with some dudes who I used to beef with or whatever, and yeah, we had a shootout. Someone got shot. A female, she said some gunpowder went in her eye. That's how close I was shooting next to her. So I was charged with that. I was charged with illegal use of a firearm in the school zone. I was charged negligent injury because the gunpowder and the girl eye situation. And they tried to charge me with the attempt murder on the dude who got shot. But I thank God that, I was in a band with the dude and he knew I didn't shoot him, you feel what I'm saying, from my angle. But he spoke highly of me and he got that charge dropped. So
okay,
that was good.
So were you arrested at the school?
I was arrested that night.
Okay.
I got away. I got away. I arrested that night. The girl actually, she told on me. And it's so crazy because, I grew up down the street from you. You know me. I know you. We know each other. You used to talk to my cousin. She gonna see this. She know what I'm talking. But it's love. At that time, bro, I ain't understand it, but she was the only person that pointed me out.
Yeah.
But
you said that's the girl that had the powder in her eye, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't even think she was that close to me, but
it was dust in her eye, huh?
Yeah, it gotta be because I know, bro, you wasn't that close to me, but it's in the past. I forgave her, you did, and I hope she forgave me, and yeah, that's something I put in the past. So
how was that experience with you getting arrested and then going to jail?
That experience, it opened my eye to a whole different world that I never knew. I heard about it, but I didn't know it really existed.
Yeah.
Like, when you're 17 years old and you get charged for something like that, you thinking that, I'm about to just come home. I'm about to take some type of, I'm about to come home. Mm-hmm. And then when when people send it on the news and they finally see you and you get to the dome and they like, "Oh, LaJuan, you were just on the news, boy. You out there tripping."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to be back out there." And you got dudes looking at me like, "What you think? How you think?
Ain't no slap
work?
on the wrist."
Yeah, man, you shooting in the front of school. How you think this works, little brother? You ain't. So it's like, yeah. So
were you in Jefferson Parish?
Nah, Orleans.
Okay.
Orleans. This happened in Orleans in front of LB Landry High School.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
So, after you went to court, was she had to testify on you, or?
No, I wound up taking a plea deal because I ain't no way I was taking at the trial.
Yeah.
She was a witness, an eyewitness. And not just her, but dude had to put me as a shooter who got shot. But he also explained that, hey, listen, the angle he was shooting at, and if he wouldn't have shot back, then a lot of people would have probably got killed. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, but just him telling them people that, you know, I kind of like got the truck from around there from shooting, that still put me on the scene as a shooter, so I couldn't have took it to trial.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't self-defense because she's saying that I opened fire 1st. And he couldn't prove that I opened fire. He just said, man, I got shot and I just saw, you know, Elvin shooting toward the truck and the truck was like leaving.
Yeah.
So that's how that happened. So I knew I wasn't gonna make it in no trial.
So when they told you the amount of time when you was in the courtroom, it didn't really hit you because you felt like you're about to get out?
Yeah, I mean, when they told me, I mean, you know, your lawyer prepare you for you know, what time you're gonna take and stuff like that. So when they was telling me, like, I was already mentally like ready. You know, I done been in jail like 6 months waiting, like fighting each other. So I was mentally like ready. So I wasn't tripping out that. So yeah.
So did you know a lot of people in jail already?
Yeah, I knew a lot of people. A lot of people that you be like, damn, nigga, this where you been at? Yeah, that's where I've been at. So yeah, it was a lot of people that I knew, especially young people that I knew. And that's sad to see, like, as I look back, like, you look at your partners that been gone for about like 2 and 3 years, and you be like, man, what's such and such one? And you go there and you be like, damn, nigga, you been back here? Yeah, this one, I've been back here. And you be like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. So it was a lot of young dudes that I knew that was back there, that been back there. So I was like, damn, that shit crazy.
Was this like before Katrina?
Nah, this was after. It was in 2013. Okay. 2013.
Yeah. After. So it was pretty bad in there.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I ain't never had everywhere I went, I never had no problem because the type of person I am and the energy, like, I bring to any environment. I don't care if it's hostile. I don't care what it is. It's like, I mind my business. I'm not trying to be the biggest, baddest. Yeah. Nah, I'm going to stay in my lane, and I'm going to entertain whatever. Like, I'm going to accept all challenges. Like, I ain't going to, but I'm going to accept all challenges, but I'm going to mind my business.
Yeah, so were you shipped off somewhere?
Yeah. After I got my time, I was shipped out to Hunts. Went through Hunts. Then from Hunts, I went to Conport. But they ship you off to different jails when you get locked up. Like, so you don't really stay in too many jails. I mean, it depends on how much time you got. You don't really stay that long. Yeah. So they'll ship you around.
Did you have a lot of like family support?
Around that time, yeah, for sure. My mama, and like I said, my mama, she was handling the business, but my daddy stood on business for sure. Okay. Like my daddy was my rock. That was my go-to. My mama pitched in when she can, but my daddy, that was my rock. Like, he made sure that I was straight.
Why do you feel like he did that? He ever been incarcerated?
Yeah, my dad had been incarcerated, but he only been incarcerated one time. After that, he ain't never seen the jailhouse since. Okay. But you gotta think about it. I'm his blood. I'm his son. And he's dead, and it's like, you looking at your son, and I don't say he did it out of guilt, knowing that if shit would have been different, I would have stood, but. It's just the love my daddy got for me. My daddy got not just for me, but for me and my brother. So it's just the love, knowing that, man, I gotta handle. You still my responsibility. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, my dad.
Did he come visit you? Mom come visit you?
Yeah, my daddy came when I was like in the state. I mean, in New Orleans. But like after I got shipped out, like they shipped you so far. Yeah. To where it's like you wouldn't even want your people to come. Because it wouldn't make sense. You did. And around this time, my mom ain't have a car, so that's the reason why my mama couldn't really come see me how she wanted to see me. But as far as visits, I ain't get too many visits. Yeah. Did
you keep a good relationship with like your siblings?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, dog. When I was locked up, I barely talked to my siblings. Only my brother. But other than that, I barely talked to them because, like I said, they my siblings grown, like they got children, they was grown, so it's like they got other stuff they got going on, and then another thing is, like me and my sister, we don't really be talking like that anyway, so it's like it's hard trying to just all of a sudden we just talking just because I'm locked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, we ain't fake. We real. Like, we know we don't really be popping it, but when we do, we talk, we holler, but it's like, nah, I ain't about to call them every day, all day. Yeah. I ain't about to do that.
Did you have any children at the time?
Nah, I ain't had no children.
Okay.
I ain't had no children.
So you served from, like, 17 to 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, close to 22.
That's your only sentence?
Nah, I had a sentence recently. with the trench boxing, I started some trench boxing, right? It's like a little boxing league that I started. And it went so viral. It went so big.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, it went so big to where it's like they indicted me on that because it was like, nah, you can't do that, bro.
Really?
Like you got people starting their own underground league, and it's like I didn't know this, but now that I know, any sport is you can do certain stuff in any sport, but when it comes to boxing, they take that serious. Like you can die.
Yeah, because people can die. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta think about it. I'm around here hosting fights that's unsanctioned. You did, and it's like, and then not just that, but I'm motivating people to start more fights. And if somebody died, then come on, who that fall on? Yeah. So they indicted me off that.
Oh,
so
wow.
I got indicted off that. Yeah.
I thought it was more of just the business end because people were starting up. I don't know. It seemed like that's what it was online, but
shit, no, it's like it's a process, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not a hard process, but it's a process that you most definitely gonna need patience, and you're gonna need money. Yeah. And if you ain't got the money or the patience, then don't even try to like invest in a fight night or whatever you're trying to do. But it's a process. It's a process.
So you served time?
Yeah, I served time for that. I served time.
How much time?
Altogether, it was like close to 15 to 16 months on that.
Really? When did that happen?
When, like, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. 2 years ago, like, recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, recently. When I started, like, I had a nice run with trench boxing. And then it's so crazy, they didn't catch me while I was in my prime. Like, they did it when everything was dying down. Yeah. So it's like, imagine, like, everything dying down, it's not popping no more, and it's just come with an indictment on you. Like, damn, why y'all indictment when it was up? Yeah. So
they needed some time.
Yes.
So how did they catch you? Like, were you working or?
Nah, what happened is they stalked my Instagram, right? And what they did is stalk my Instagram. At first, when I started trench boxing, I never did posted the address. And when you see all these people at the fights, you be like, how you get these people to come out and they don't even have an address? Like, so what I used to do is like, I turn your Instagram up. I say, all right, look, check this out. This week, I'm going to tell them you going to have the Instagram, so make your page private, and we're going to run your files up because they're going to have to come follow you to get that. And, like, man, people be like, Hustle Man, bro, please tell these people go to a different page. There's too many. I can't respond to all these people. And it's like, they'll be rushing your page. What's the address? What's the address? What's the address? What's the address? So, yeah, but they wound up, one time I messed up and posted a flyer when I took it to Baton Rouge and I had the address on there. And he sent a private investigator to go watch the fight. He paid to get in there, took videos of him drinking, smoking, a fight. Oh, wow. So they had all this type of evidence on it, yeah, for sure. So,
oh, wow. Yeah. So when did they pull up and get you?
Man, to be honest with you, I can't even remember. But I was on parole around the time. And I'll never forget my parole officer said, Mr. Alvarez, it was a Friday. She said, I need you to come in Monday and come check in with me. I said, I bet. Now, I kind of knew something was funny. I'm like, damn, because she don't be calling me to come in. So when I came in, I walked in the office, and they had 2 state troopers was in the office, and she said, Mr. Alvarez. I said, what's up? She said, man, we got to put you in jail. I said, it's a joke, man. She like, nah. She like, Mr. Alvarez, crazy as it sound. And look at the state trooper looked at me, and they shook their head. They like, man, listen, we don't want to arrest you, bro. She said, but these people is blowing our office up saying we have to book you with something. You doing something illegal. Yeah. So my parole officer, she the one turned me over to him, but she also allowed me to bind out on a felony charge because that was a felony. And when you're on parole, you can't bind out on a felony charge. Yeah. So she was saying that, man, listen, I remember when these fights was going on, I knew what you was doing. It was not just about the money. You were changing lives. You were getting these street dudes to meet up instead of shooting at each other, boxing. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to bind out on this felony charge. So I bind out, and that was big.
Were you on parole from
my sentence? Okay. Yeah, my sentence.
How long did you have left on there?
I had like 6 years left on parole. Okay. Yeah, I'm off now. Yeah. I'm off now. Yeah, I'm off.
So when they took you to jail, how long was it for? You said it was for 16 months?
Yeah, like 16 months.
Yeah.
16 months.
Okay, how was that for you?
Man, that was like one of my worstest joses. Yeah. That would be
How old were you?
That was recently. Like, hold on, I'm 29 right now. That was like 28.
27.
28, 27. But yeah, I was in St. Tammany Parish, and when I tell you, man, that's one of the hardest places to do time at. You don't go outside, the food trash, just the type of people you're around. You're not even around like your type of people. Like I did a lot of my time in New Orleans, so it's like a different type of. In St. Tammany on the North Shore, that's different type of people.
Yeah,
and you be like, man, I'm used to juicing around hustlers, like. Man, I'm just around junkies. Like these dudes, these dudes junk. These dudes getting loaded. These dudes just. I'm talking about you got man.
Is it more like different. White people or? What?
Yes. It's more like that. But it's like.
Why did they ship you there?
Because I mean that's what I don't know why they took me there. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why they took me there. I don't know. They just put me there. Yeah.
So you had your child by then?
Yeah, I had my child by then.
Yeah.
I had my child.
So how was that going in and having a child?
Oh man, going in and having a child, I ain't lying, that brought me closer than ever to my daughter. Because before then, I never really spent real time with my daughter. It was just like a money thing. What she need? Because I had trench box, I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
So it's like when I got locked up, I used to sit in that cell and I used to say, damn, I miss my baby. If I could just hold her, if I could just be around her. And then just seeing her grow up on a visiting tablet, like she growing up, walking, I missed her first birthday. She saying, Daddy, I see, man, I got to get out there and I got to handle my business.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, I engage with my daughter now, because it's like, I had to experience, like, being away from her. And a lot of men don't experience that. Like, they don't get that experience where God are really like, all right, you playing, let me take you away from your daughter. And then, but a lot of men don't get that second chance, that opportunity to get out there. But I ain't got out there. So I said, man, listen, I'm locking in. I'm anything she need, money, I'm coming get her.
Yeah.
We're going to do 7 on 7. You're going to have her 7 days, and I'm going to have her 7 days. That's what we're going to do, and that's how we're doing it now.
That's good. So how was like everybody reaction around you knowing that you're going back to jail?
I mean, a lot of people, they was shocked. They was shocked, but they understood. It wasn't like I'm disappointed. It wasn't that. It was more like, hey, God, just focus on what God trying to do. He did, and that's what kept me going back there during that time.
Yeah.
I always told myself, I said, I know I'm back here for bullshit. So it's something that God trying to tell me. So, I mean, I'm telling you, no matter how hard I try to, like, fight the charge to get off it, I had to sit down and say, nah, like, I'm a really accept this as time out to get my mind straight, to get focused, to get back on my, on my grind. And yeah, so I thank God for allowing me, because He ain't put me in, I put myself in there, but I thank Him for allowing me to go through that stage to get me, mentally straight. That's why I move how I move now.
Yeah.
So.
You had partners though, right? So was anybody else charged with the boxing?
No. That's why I said I had a couple partners, but nobody else got charged, because the partners I had, they wasn't like mainstream.
Oh,
it was like low key.
Yeah.
So it's like I was the face of it. Yeah, so I was the face of it, and that's crazy though. That's good you say that, because we could afford that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want none of my
of course,
partners to go down like that. But yeah, I was the only one went down for it.
So with your first sentence, what do you think was like something that sat with you that made you not go back? Because
with my first sentence, being 17 years old, you upstate, all right, you in a different type of world. Okay, you hear about it, but you actually experiencing it. You walking through and you looking at these dudes and you saying to yourself, damn, man, these people, these human beings, but they got us living like slaves.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, that's not normal, but you hear about it. And then when you got old school dudes, I mean, they come in like they talking to you, and not just talking to you, but they crying talking to you. And you be like, man, this nigga trying to play mind games. But nah, that's how passionate it is to helping you, because they know you got another chance.
Yeah.
Like, this man got probably 50 years. And he let you know, listen, little brother, you ain't got that long. Don't come up here indulging in all that foolishness.
Yeah.
Stay to yourself. That mojo, leave that alone. Them punks and all that, man, you ain't got nothing up here. Don't leave with nothing. Like, so you got it's like it's the people that you talk to that'll make you want to say, you know what, man, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it for you, G, because you ain't gonna never be able to see this. You ain't gonna experience this. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get myself together for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got these old dudes I'm talking about, the way they talk to you, and you could tell, dog, if they ever get a second chance to get out here, they gonna make something.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Did you have any habits?
Nah, no habits. One thing about me, and I was just on my live talking about this, you have to be 100% in control of your mind.
Yeah.
Right? Habits, that mean whatever your habit is, they got a small percentage of your mind.
Yeah.
If I said I'm not smoking, hustle man ain't smoking. If I said I'm not drinking, hustle man ain't drinking. If I said I'm not gambling, I'm not gambling.
Yeah.
If I said I'm not playing, if I'm not watching TV and I'm focusing, I'm going to read, that's what I'm going to do. Like, my goal was to take that time out to say, I know how I got in here, but let's go ahead and tap into new stuff. As far as reading, my reading was poor. I ain't going to lie. I'm being real. So I'm sitting in this jail, and I used to read a lot, and as me keep reading these books, I'm like, damn, I'm learning how to read back. I'm getting good. You dig? And then I'm calling home, and I'm enlightening my mom and them on stuff. I read this book called, not to get off subject.
No, you good.
Malcolm X, his autobiography. And when I read his book, and after I read his book, I said, damn, Malcolm X like me.
Yeah.
He was Detroit Red before he was Malcolm X. He was in prison. That's where he found his knowledge at, right? So I'm like, if he can get home, if he can educate himself, like Malcolm X, he didn't know how to read. He didn't know how to do none of that. He learned all this in jail. So I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it. And then just reading his book and the steps that he took and how he did it, and I found myself doing the same thing. And I said, it worked. It worked. You just gotta work it. And that's what motivated me to like come home and do what I'm doing today.
So were you able to get your GED?
Nah, so this the thing is, I kept getting shipped, right? Because I didn't really have too much time. 10 years with the act I was under, I wasn't doing the whole 10 years, right? So it's like they ship you to different camps. You like go to work with stuff like this. But I wound up getting my high school diploma after I came home.
Okay.
Yeah, I wound up getting my high school diploma after I came home. I was about to say, thank you, appreciate it. But that's crazy though, because it's like after you come home, that's a person's last, like getting your high school diploma after you, like that's the least a person worrying about. But I felt like that was important. I needed that, and I know one thing: a high school diploma is just a paper. That's all it is. Because right now it's in my mama's cabinet with nothing but dust. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I just felt like I needed that. I needed that to just get through. I just need that. I just need.
Where did you get it from?
I went to Job Corp, New Orleans Job Corp, right there in the 17, and I got it from Penn Foster online. Okay. So what they do is do online courses, and we do online courses. You get your high school diploma, and you also get a trade. So I got a trade while I was over there also. So.
Okay. So when you did either sentences, what do you feel like was one of your darkest like moments being locked up?
One of my darkest moments, I'm not gonna lie. One of my darkest moments was my first incarceration. That was it. Just that first Christmas. I remember that first Christmas, and that's when it hit me. Because Christmas is a family holiday. Yeah. So that first Christmas, and it's like I woke up to nothing. I mean, they in jail they give you a little holiday basket or whatever, but it's like I woke up knowing that I'm not around my mama, my brother. I'm not around. I'm thousands of miles away from my house. It's just a normal day, and I think that affect me to this day. Like my birthdays and holidays, I don't even celebrate them because it's like when you used to just people looking at it as a normal day for years, you start feeling like just a normal day.
Yeah, I noticed that with a lot of people incarcerated. Like, y'all don't care about holidays.
Yeah.
And that affects your relationships with people.
Yeah, it affects, man, it affects a lot of things. Relationships, just a lot of things, because it's like, you got to reprogram your mind. And sometimes, bro, you know how people say, I ain't let you run me crazy, but it don't, but it affects you, especially emotionally. Like I don't have emotion. Like I don't feel a way. Like when certain stuff happen to me, because I'm so used to like just have to deal with shit by myself. Like if I'm going through stuff in prison, I'm not about to come to your rack and tell you what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Like 9 times out of 10, when people go through stuff in jail, you're going to see them walk in the yard. You're going to see them like they by themselves. They got their little headphones. They zoned out. And that's how you get through it. It could be a day to where you just waking up and you ain't feeling today. And they be like, whoa, what's going on? You be like, nah, I'm good. It's one of them days. And it's like automatically, when you tell somebody, they know what you mean. Man, just get at me when you get straight.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I tend to have, like, I tend to do that a lot. Like, when I'm going through stuff, and people ask me, like, man, what's wrong? And I'd be like, man, just, you know, it's one of them days. But it's like, I got to learn how to express how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And it's cool to tell whoever you with, whoever asking, man, you really all right? It's cool to be like, nah, man, this was going on. But in prison, you don't want to do that, because you feel like, man, I'm too vulnerable.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm learning. And I'm learning how to express my emotions, but yeah.
How do you feel like you learning? Or do you feel like you ever go to therapy or something?
No, I never went to therapy, but I heard about it. And I want to try it, but it's certain situations that happen that I wouldn't say I was forced to do it, but it was like, sometimes it's like when you really get tapped in with God, right? And you saying that, God, I trust you, I love you, and you praying, and man, God will test that. Like, he'll put you in a situation to where, okay, you want to better yourself, you want to work on that, I'm going to put you in a situation to where you're going to be forced to do it. And recently, I went through a stage, I was going through something. It's like, I had broke down. Like, I broke down, cried in front of the person, and it's like, I'm giving them, like, how I really felt. And, like, that was the first time in my life I felt like, dang, it's cool to tell somebody how I'm really feeling. Like, I ain't gotta be on no big dog hard. Like, nah, it's cool. And it's good. It's love. So, yeah.
How was the cry release? A lot of men don't cry.
Nah, it wasn't no boo-hoo cry.
Yeah, okay.
It was just like, tears were just falling, because it's like, I'm speaking from emotion. I'm speaking from passion. I'm speaking from pain. I'm speaking from, like, trauma. Like, I'm speaking real. Like, it wasn't no, it was just like tears just floating, because, man, when it's real, you can't hold back your emotions.
Yeah.
Like, so I felt like
did you feel the release? Because,
man, I felt
women, we cry a lot and it feels good.
Man, I felt that. I said, man, like, it was a relief. And I'm not going to say there's something that I'm always do with any and everybody, but that person at that time made me feel like it's comfortable.
Safe,
like, yeah, and that was, and it was. And do I regret it? Nah.
You shouldn't.
Good. Yeah, it's good.
Do you have any other things from prison that you feel like still it goes on with you today? Like any habits?
Yeah, I got one habit from prison. I'm always being real with myself, even in jail, right? So in jail, you got to think about it. People say this and that because they're in jail. Or I'm going to come home and do this, or I won't do this, I won't change, and why. But when you get home, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, jail talk.
Yeah, it's jail talk. But nah, man, jail taught me, like, listen, bro, this what it is. Like, if you want something, you gotta really want it. Not just because you in this type of environment. See, I'm out here free right now. I'm still waking up early, as though I would wake up in jail, right? I'm still speaking positive. I remember in jail, I used to walk down. I used to give so many people life. Like, whoa, what's that, Lil L? I was Lil L around that time.
Yeah.
What's that, Lil L? Whoa, I'm coolin'. What's up, G? I'm about to come over there. Hold up. I'm about to go give me some I'm coming back. And it's like, I'm like that today, even with my live. Whoa, y'all already know who it is, what it is. I still got that energy.
Yeah.
Like, and I took that energy with me, you did. And it's like, I got dudes that's in jail that's following me, and they be DMing me. Bro, I see it.
Yeah.
Bro, you motivate. Bro, you shining on
Yeah, I'm sure you motivating them.
Yeah, you giving me hope. Like, that's what it is. Keep going. So yeah, that'll answer that.
So how was it leading up on your last sentence when you're about to get released? Like, how was those days, like, leading up to that moment?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was ready. When I tell you I was ready, because a lot of people say they ready to get released, but they really not. But I was ready, and I'm gonna tell you why I was ready. Because everything I'm doing now, I didn't already imagine it when I was back there.
Yeah.
I was writing it down. I still got my jail tabs. I was writing it down on how I was gonna do it. And what's so crazy is they say when you tell God your plans, he gonna laugh at you. Because what I had written down, it's not, you can't even compare it to how I'm living now. I thought I was just gonna come on, everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm back popping. But now it's a different type of way. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm living in my purpose. And it's like, I was ready. Like, my last few days, I wasn't panicking. You got dudes that panic. They don't know where they going at. They don't know. I came home. I lost my house while I was in jail, but that wasn't on my mind. My mind was sports. As soon as I hit that concrete, it's up.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm about to get back popping. I'm about to start the business back, boy. Everything about to get, boy, what? I'm about to go work it. I got a plan. I put it together. Now it's time to work it. So I was ready.
So did you already have your business before you started? I mean, before you got incarcerated?
Yeah, I already had my business.
Okay.
I already had my business. It wasn't doing what it's doing now.
Yeah.
Because I was into something else. Let's just say that. And it's like, when you have a business, and I want to tell everybody this, bro. When you have a business, right? Man, get your business 100%. Because your business never gonna grow if you giving it 40% and you giving 60% to whatever else. Like I was in the streets, but I also had a business. But the streets was getting more time than anything. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell. And since I walked away from that street life, and now I'm 100% in my business, and I'm looking at the numbers and I'm saying it's making sense.
Exactly.
It's making sense. So yeah, I wasn't 100%, but now I'm 100% in my business for sure.
Okay. Do you want to speak on your business a little more?
Oh yeah, Pussy Star Motors. And then I just got my dealer's license, right? So now I'm an actual used car dealer with the Louisiana State Commissioner. So
congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So Pussy Star Motors right now, we have this thing to what we working on, and I don't really want to spill the beans, but I just want to put this out there. If you sitting down and if you need some money, you can make money, right? And I'm gonna tell you how you make money. All you have to do is refer people. Once I post a call on my Instagram, once I post a call on my website, if you know somebody that's looking for a call, I need you to do this. Hey, listen, girl, Hustle Man, got this call. You say you need one. Go ahead. I'm about to call them, let you know you're coming through. And once that person come through, buy the car from me, I'm going to send you a check.
Yeah.
It depends on how much that car was sold for.
Okay.
The price ran from $200 to $500. Imagine if you get 3 calls a week that sold for a nice price. You found 3 people who going to buy a car. Man, that is $1,500. You ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
You did?
Sounds like a deal to me.
Right. So that's one of the things right now what I'm going to offer with my business. And
so you have like a car lot or?
Yeah, right now I have a shop.
I
have a shop, right? So I have a shop, but I'm looking to get a car lot right now. We trying to lock in on this location. I'm not gonna spill the beans because I don't want nobody to get on it. But we most definitely trying to lock in on a lot. I have a mechanic shop, but we trying to lock in on a lot.
Yeah.
And if God said the same, we hustle hard, we get up every day, give it the universe 100%, we gonna see that lot, and it's gonna be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the hardest thing is about having your business or selling cars?
The hardest thing to having your own business, you don't have a certain work hour. You don't go at 8:00 and punch off at 5:30.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like your work hours is crazy. You'll be putting in 13, 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes you don't get paid nothing. Sometimes you'll go weeks and months without getting paid anything.
True.
But that's where your belief got to come in at. Your faith. Man, I know it's going to pop off. I just got to put it in there. I just got to keep grinding, stay focused. I know I'm working toward real results. And I said this on my live. I said, pain and suffering going to equal up to real results. if it ain't, the results ain't real, if it's not real result, then it's gonna be easy. You just gonna fly through it. But if it's worth it, if you want to see real results, you gotta put pain and suffering. And I think pain and suffering not just physically, but mentally, just thinking about it. You looking at your account, you be like, damn, dog, I'm going to the negative. But I done put all my money into certain fees and certain license that I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, but you know,
and then you have employees.
Yeah, then you got employees, and that's the real. Well, mentally you got to be strong, because you got to think about it. The type of person I am, I kept, like, if work slow for me, I don't care if I saved up a good amount of money, man. My workers, they depending on me.
Yeah.
They got people, they got to feed, and families, they got to take care of. So it's like, I can't go to sleep knowing that my shop ain't doing what it's doing. I know these dudes depending on me, so I got to get on Instagram. I got to promote. I got to do a special.
Yeah.
I got to do something. I got to, hey, listen, boy, look. Rod, what you got over there? My partner, Rod, he paint cars. Shouts out to Rod Dreams Auto. Rod, what you got? You got something that you need done? Because I can see my guys over there. So it's like, I'm always thinking about that. So and I think that's what make me who I am today, caring about people. Not just about the dollar, but actually saying, man, I care.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what about your personal life now? Like, so you have your daughter. Are you in a relationship? You got time for relationship?
Nah, right now, I got my daughter. Right now, I'm just focused. Right, I'm just focused on the business, and like, I'm just keeping everything private now.
Yeah.
At first, I was just like, all my business used to be on Instagram. I ain't lying. Somehow, some way, my business making it to Instagram, but it wasn't because of me, but it was the people who I was dealing with. So, and sometimes it was because of me, but not everything like personal right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really, really like letting people into what I got going on in like my personal life. But yeah, man.
How do you feel about that when people say with the business and personal online?
Well, the type of person I am, I motivate a lot of people just off my everyday grinding. You did, so I kind of got to show them.
Yeah.
But I'm learning that certain things you could keep off the internet. You did, and as far as relationship, that's key. And that's for anybody out here like that's grinding, that influence a lot of people. And I mean, to each his own. But if you're in a relationship, make sure one thing, bro, like, you protect your relationship. You did, because you have just like you have a lot of people who love you, you got a lot of people who hate you. Yeah. Right? And they'll contaminate your relationship with all type of foolishness. So what they don't know, they can't touch. Out of sight, out of mind. So, just keeping your relationship off the internet, that's key. Yeah.
Or I guess making sure it's solid enough, right? Because some people build off of a relationship.
Yeah, and then dealing with a partner who understand. Yeah. Because you got some girls, they'll be like, no, you just trying to hide me because you up to something. Nah, but you got some girls that, well, they know that's important. That's important to keep our relationship private and strong, because it's like, you don't want too many people in your relationships, because first thing something go wrong, then
they connecting the dots.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, we could fix that, but how that is on the internet, I can't forgive you for that, because a lot of people know about that. But if it's something that happened privately that we can talk about it between men, my partner, whoever, then yeah, it's good. But the internet with your relationship, that's a no-no.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least if y'all in the same field.
Yeah, that's different. But yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So okay. So do you have any other businesses you working on?
Yeah, I got it's not, I wouldn't say it's a business, but it's a program that I'm starting. It's called Men in Purpose. October 1st is going to be our first orientation day. And what we're doing is we focusing on mental, physical, spiritual, and financial literacy, right? Okay. And it's just for men only. Grown men? Yeah, grown men. Okay. You did, because that's where it started. I think the man is the head of the household. And if we can correct the man mind frame, right, to make him actually want to do right, to make him actually focus on just mental health, just trying to get that old trauma. You know what I'm saying? Old trauma off his mind, and just physically, you know what I'm saying? Getting fit, eating healthy. I feel like if a man get in control, and if he find knowledge of himself, he can pass that down to his family, because he's the head of the household. Yeah. Like with my dad was like the head of the household. Whatever my daddy said, that's what we doing. even my mama, she gonna follow.
Yeah.
Because my daddy was trustworthy. She trusted him. And it's like, that's what we doing. We building men to where these females are, they can trust these guys to lead them and lead their family. So that's what we working on, men in purpose.
Okay, so how do people sign up for that, or men?
Right now, what we was doing is they was sending the emails to my Instagram DM. And man, the first video I posted, we got over 60 men that wanted to join the program. So we sending emails out. All they gotta do is send their email, their name, their phone number, and a small message on how they think this program can help them. Because I read all these messages because I want to set this program just for them, right? So every message that I received, I read it. And what I learned about reading these dudes' message, everybody dealing with the same stuff. And it's just like, it's in a different way, but we all dealing with the same stuff. So that gave me an idea on how I'm structuring my program and what I need to be focusing on. Because
what did you see the most? Financial,
just expressing themselves and how they feel. Like I told you about, just holding everything in. It's not really too healthy because they ain't really into help. But as far as it's just mental and trauma, man. You got to think about it. Men deal with a lot and they don't tell nobody. You did. I'm talking about just, you got to think about it. As a man, your job is to provide and protect. And it's like, if you don't have it, right? If you don't have the resources to make it, then it's pressure.
Yeah.
Because you got people, you got children, you got your wife, everybody looking forward to you to bring the meal home. And now you can't bring it, so you forcing the lady to go out there and grind. And now she can't focus on what the woman supposed to be doing. And I'm not saying a woman supposed to stay home and take care, but women, women supposed to nurture.
Yeah.
You did. But if they got to get up early in the morning, go get the kids from school, chastise the kids, teach them, do their homework with them, take them a bath, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So,
then they start looking at their man differently.
Yeah, because the man, we come home, man, a man is supposed to provide and protect. We bring the food home. We pay the bills. Right? When our children get out of line, we lay that structure down, we lay that discipline, right? And it's like, we not doing that. We not doing that. We leaving the mothers with all that. A lot of mothers single out there. They getting the children ready. When the children crying for nothing, they gotta discipline them, and they also gotta say, "I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry. Come here, I'm sorry." Dude, you just gotta stop crying for nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of messed the whole family structure up. So when we target these men and we teaching these men about being a real man and giving them real principles on how to become a real man, I think that's gonna help these families out a lot.
What's the capacity? So you say you already got like 60 emails.
Yeah, we already got. So this what we were gonna do. We were gonna put a cap on it, right? And then I thought about it. I said, nah, we gonna let them come.
Okay.
Because it's like if we put a cap on it, and the people who we do decide to let come, and what if they back out? What if they not serious?
True.
And you got people who really serious. So we gonna let them come, and if they come, if they stay consistent, that's good. If some of them fall off, but that's our reason for not putting a cap. Just that.
How often are you doing it?
We doing our program gonna be two days out of a week.
Okay, out of a week. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the length of our program gonna be close to about 8 to 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do y'all have a where y'all hosting it?
Right now we just landed a spot at McDonald 35 High School.
Okay.
Shouts out to Mr. Mo, man. Mr. Mo, the principal over there. He was one of my high school teachers. Always did. Like, told me he seen something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. So when I found out, you feel what I'm saying, he was a principal over there. I know he was a principal at Alice Hart, but when I found out he was a principal at McDonald 35, I reached out. I said, Mo, listen, we got this program, man, I'm working on with the men. Bro, I just need a solid spot to host. And he said, say less.
Yeah.
Say less.
That's a blessing, yeah.
Yeah, so
y'all can definitely hold a good amount of people.
Man, we go we got almost 150 people.
Yeah.
At the space we at.
So people are going to be able to join along the way, or is it going to be like...
That's that's a good question because we ain't that's a good question.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, ain't that far yet.
Yeah, we ain't even thought about that, but I think we can. I would, cause I wouldn't want to deny nobody.
Yeah, but like you gotta wait all this time.
Yeah, nah, man, look, just come on in.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna get you right then and there. We gonna catch up. It's good. Just come on in.
Okay. Well, hopefully you be posting and showing us some stuff about that.
Man, look, after this interview, I gotta do a video on my Instagram explaining that we got the spot, orientation is locked in, and I'm gonna move.
So you got a staff with that?
Yeah, I got a staff. Yeah, I got a team.
Okay.
Well, a lot of things that I do, I have a team, but behind the scenes, and like my team, I love them to death because they don't want to shine. They understand like the goal, like, hey, you the face, you got the influence. We gonna structure it for you because everybody know we all gonna benefit off this, in some type of way. And that's another thing, man. When you got an organization going on, make sure your team understand the mission. A lot of people start stuff and they don't understand the mission. Like, they don't look at the big end goal. They look at the now. Oh, man, how much you going to pay me right now?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like when you run across people who invest genuine time, I'm like talking about give you their time, right? Dedicate, because time is everything.
Yeah.
When you run across people who giving you their time, dog, I'm talking about their time, and not just no time, but actually helping you build something and believing in it, just how you believe in it, and when it's not even existing now. That's the type of people you keep in your circle. You cherish them, and you make sure that you always show them that, hey, look, I appreciate you. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other organizations you work on?
Yeah, man, I got all type of stuff. My clothing line, Black Butterfly. Now, I ain't speak on Black Butterfly in a minute, but I'm about to get back popping with Black Butterfly. I got my clothing line, Black Butterfly. We're going to be coming out with some merch real soon. And
is that something you had previous? It sound like
something previous. I had fell back on it because, like I said, I had put all my time into Push to Start, my business, Push to Start Motors. But I'm getting back to speaking. I'm getting back to uplifting. You know, I'm getting back to that. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what advice would you have for the youth?
My advice for the youth, and I want them to really lock in and listen to this, bro. Whatever you imagine yourself being or becoming, you can do it. You can become it. You did. But what you gotta understand is, the bigger the dream, the bigger the obstacles. If it's worth it, it's not gonna be easy, right? And I know how everybody say, man, you need money for this and that. But nah, man, you need God. You need that faith. If you got faith in God and your belief is to the roof, man, you gonna make it. Because, man, how I came up, it was never about the money. It was about the relationships. God was putting me in position. I was meeting people who took me to the next level. I was broke as shit, but I was meeting people. And these people that I was meeting, they was impressed on who I was and how, man, dang, you young, you talking like this, bro. You got an old soul. You got people out there that's really trying to help.
Yeah. But
God is not going to put you in an environment. He's not going to put you in that environment to meet these people if you're not together. And to get together is to get with him. And once you get with him, he's going to open doors for you that no man can shut. That's all I got for the youths here.
Did you grow up in a church or?
Nah.
Okay.
And I'm going to be crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but when I say, when you say grow up, my mom had bring us to church every day. But my mama made sure we knew God. Like, yeah, she made sure we knew God. And it's like, me going through what I went through, I drawn closer to God. Because I said, man, nobody could have got me out of that.
Yeah.
I'm dumb as shit. How I got myself out of that? It wasn't me. And some people think, like, when you go through shit and you make it out, and you be like, man, nah, you just think because you that player or you that smooth. Nah, man, I knew. It got to be a higher power.
Yeah.
Man, I'm dumb as shit. How I survived that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you recognize that, and then you start getting closer and you start praying, and man, I'm telling you, God gonna reveal himself to you. And he always did reveal himself to me. through people. People telling me, man, you doing good. You touching souls, bro. I ain't lying with you, man. You be helping me out. And that's God letting me know that, hey, bro, keep going. Yeah, you're not going to get it from your family. You're not going to get it from your brother all the time. You're going to get it from strangers. And strangers, I'm telling you, when a stranger stop you in traffic and talk to you, that's God. So you got to tap into it. And if you're not tapping into him personally, you're not going to know. You just going to think, man, stranger just come hollering at me, telling me about, nah, that's God. For sure.
So you feel like you found that growing up, or did you find God in jail?
Yeah, I found out growing up. You can even ask my brother. I'm talking about we was young, man. I'm always telling my brother, man, you got to pray. And he like, man, get out my face, dog. I remember listen, bro, my mom used to give us $20 every first. She'd give us $20. 10 for me, 10 for my brother. And I'll never forget, I lost the $20, right? And when I lost the $20, I was so mad. Because my brother, he was crying. He told me, man, you lost my money. And my mom told me, I'm going to beat your ass when you get home because I know you ain't losing money. You probably doing something with it. And I never remember, I went in the room and I said, man, God, I hate you, man. I always mess up. And then my brother laughed. He said, man, how you going to talk about you hate God? You just saying you love God. Is that what I'm saying? And then it's like, I'm a little boy, but I'm still acknowledging God.
Yeah.
And that wasn't normal. Like, I was bringing all my problems to God when something was going wrong. Oh, when something was going good. I remember my mama bought us these 4-wheelers for Christmas, dirt bikes. And I went in the room, I said, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And my brother, like, he wasn't the type to, like, acknowledge God. He was just like, man, yeah, we got dirt bikes. But I was the type that was saying, thank you, God.
Yeah.
And, like, subconsciously, I didn't know this. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But that's how I knew God was always in me. Because I was always acknowledging him. Even when I didn't even know, like, who he was, I was just saying, thank you, God, when good stuff had happened.
Yeah.
And when bad stuff had happened, I'd blame him, too. I'd be like, man, God, you... So, just knowing that God was always with me, that's big, so...
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any closing remarks?
Yeah. Like I said, if you out there, if you dealing with some real shit, when I say real shit, like life, bills, financial situation, maybe you sick, maybe you got some bad news, or whatever. Just know that as long as God wake you up every morning, you aight. You aight, because guess what? Someone out here dealing with something worse than what you dealing with, right? And I had just spoke on that the other day, Mr. Williams, Marcellus Williams, he had got executed September 24th, and I'll never forget this day. Because the same day he got executed was the same day I signed over some paperwork for my dealership. So on one of the happiest days of my life, I signed over some paperwork, and this man signed over his last quote before they executed him. And that made me look at stuff different. I said, damn, man, I was so happy, thanking God that my processes were smooth and everything worked out right. While this man signed over his last words.
Yeah.
So
Innocent man.
Yeah, so that always remind me, man, whatever you're going through, if God keep waking you up, that means he not done with you. Keep grinding. Find out what it is. How you find out what it is? Stop complaining. Stop complaining. If you're going through it, just know one thing. He put you through it for a reason. He feel you strong enough to go through it. And trust the process and trust him. And once you trust him, you're going to be unstoppable. So, yeah, that's what I want to close out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Hustle Man, for taking the time out today. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below. We have a new episode bi-weekly. Peace.
We out. You're